The first example of a time where you can be pretty confident the girl will pick up her phone is if you've just been texting back and forth with her. In particular, if it's been a bunch of texts, in particular, if her texts are getting a bit longer and more complicated. So you know that moment when she texts you something and you look at the text, you're like, holy shit, like, how do I even answer that in a text? It's too long, it's too complicated. If this was a good friend of yours rather than a girl you're trying to sleep with, what would you do? You'd pick up the phone and call just to clarify things and have like a more normal conversation. At that moment, you should do the exact same thing with her. One, because it's very, very congruent, right? It's very congruent, it's the right time to do it. Secondly, because since she's been texting back and forth, and especially texting back and forth quickly, it's an indication she's not doing anything else. It's an indication she's actually free and can pick up the phone. And then finally, if she's been texting back and you call, it's actually awkward for her not to pick up, because not only do you know she's free and texting, she knows that you know she's free and texting. And so it's like, oh God, how can I not pick up? It's weird. And so you can use that to kind of get her on the phone, okay? So that's the goal, again, is to get her on the phone. Don't even worry about like if she's a little nervous getting on the phone with you or whatever. Just get her on the phone, because you can do so much better work when you're actually talking with her. So that's the first example. When she's been texting back a bunch in a short succession, especially if the texts are getting a bit longer, it's a good time to pick up the phone and give her a call. By the way, if you do pick up the phone and give her a call on this or any of the other ones, what I'll usually do is one of two things. Either if it's a generally really, really good interaction and you have a history of having called her before or anything like that, maybe sometimes I'll just like leave it and not even send anything. Or what I'll do is I'll kind of have in my mind before I call kind of what I would text if she doesn't pick up, or what I would text had I just texted back, and then I'll just text that. And sometimes you might be like, hey, guess you're busy anyway, blah, 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 blah. Or guess you're at work, blah, 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 blah. But just like get to the point, send a quick text. Don't make a big deal out of it. And definitely don't think of it as though like you called and lost social capital. Treat it exactly the same way you would with a good friend, where you expect a good response and it's totally normal and natural to communicate in any way. A lot of guys are like, oh shit, I called and it messed up. Now I lost a lot of value. And then they send some really needy text afterwards. Do not do that. Do not do that. Keep your text very simple, or even you don't even necessarily have to text all the time after they don't pick up the phone, okay? But that's the first opportunity is when they've been texting you a lot.